Hello, friends, fellow gamers, and industry folk. Welcome to the Future Game Show at Gamescom. I'm Nick Apostolidis, the voice and motion capture actor behind Leon Scott Kennedy. You may remember me and my one-liners from some recent incredibly stressful vacations to small towns in Europe and Raccoon City alike.
And I'm Andrea Santalbano, though you probably know me best as Grace Ashcroft in Resident Evil Requiem. I was the one hanging upside down, hyperventilating in a Velcro suit, while he was pulling up in a Porsche and doing roundhouse kicks.
Hey, remember when I gave you that really cool gun, though?
It had one bullet, Nick.
One very powerful bullet. Inventory management is my love language.
Jetzt fängt sie wieder das ganze Ding mit dem... Es ist immer sehr viel Quatsch, aber für Game Shows irgendwie immer massig Moderation.
So if you want to keep track of everything, head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist all of the games from today's show.
Once we wrap up, you can also visit gamesradar.com for follow-up coverage on everything we've got in store for you, including what's lurking behind this trailer-shaped door. Lights, please.
Lurking? Okay. Let's just get into our very first world premiere.
Die erste World Premiere. World Premiere. Gab's irgendwie bei der Opening Night gar nicht. Erzählen wir Worms. Also, letztes Mal verpasst. Ja gut. Ist auch mal cool, wenn solche alten Spiele remaked werden. Brauche ich jetzt vielleicht nicht unbedingt. Galactic Tactics. Ah ja. Marv hat's gespielt, als er ein Kind war. Haben wir gestern erfahren.
And not the kind that hijack your nervous system.
No, these are the cute British ones with the holy hand grenades.
Worms Galactic is a tactical spin-off coming soon to PC and consoles.
But if you're a fan of the 2D style the series is known for, a brand new Worms game is also on its way.
And now it's time for some news from our good friends at Capcom. Here is a brand new trailer for Onimusha, Way of the Sword.
Hat da gerade jemand vom Team gemacht? Die haben doch gar kein Publikum, die sind von einem Greenscreen. Jemand. Das Team ist gehypt. Jetzt bin ich hier ein bisschen über den Untertiteln, aber was soll's. Das meiste ist zu lesen. Onimusha. May of the Sword. Da gibt's auch Leute, die da sehnsüchtig drauf warten. Bestimmt.
Fighting is everything. It's warm blood on cold steel. The sound of your blade breaking armor. The thrill of striking down your foes with otherworldly precision. So fight smart. Fight hard. Fight like a demon. Wield the power of the Oni Gauntlet. Like a true warrior. Carve your name into legend. And become the Oni you were meant to be. Unleash your demons. Onimusha. Way of the Sword.
Sieht schon nach einem spannenden Spiel aus, aber...
Wow, That
Nichts
was
für mich
amazing.
halt.
It'd be nice to parry all the time without your knife breaking in half.
Hey, don't pout. I'm sure the merchant appreciated all the business.
Yeah, you're right. I do love that guy. But anyways, Onimusha Way of the Sword is coming to PC and consoles on September 4th, so not long now before you can get your hands on it.
Our next game, which concerns one of our favorite shared subjects, zombies, is a side-scrolling brawler set in the Walking Dead universe. Think Streets of Rage with more headshots.
Okay, Walking Dead finde ich spannend. Sidescroller, weiß ich nicht. Metal-Musik. Passt ja. Uff, ja. Walking Dead Streets of Survival. Du musst jetzt nicht, glaube ich, nicht unbedingt haben.
I practiced that.
That was good.
Guys, you can actually play as Negan in The Walking Dead Streets of Survival when it lands on the 18th of September. Make sure it's on your wish list.
Now, let's take a closer look at
Eine
Dioxide,
Demo
a
für, glaube ich.
cel-shaded shooter set in a
Sehr.
world ravaged by corporations.
Sounds a little too familiar.
Ja, wenn wir nichts anderes mehr haben. Ich weiß nicht, gibt genug andere Spiele. Man muss jetzt auch nicht unbedingt was testen. Was haben wir hier?
Remember, the corporation provides.
Ein apokalyptisches First-Person-Shooter. Dioxid.
Paint the canvas red
Ja,
in
der Stil
Dioxide, which is coming soon to
sah
PC.
wirklich aus.
Oh, and while we've got you, a quick reminder to stay tuned for FGS Live from Gamescom, our sister show which airs directly after we wrap up.
We'll be passing the baton to the FGS editorial team for even more exclusive trailers and world premieres. So make sure you stick around for that. Here's a little teaser of what you can look forward to.
Ist aber Twitch-Werbung. Kann ich gerade nichts für. Da kann ich schon nichts für. Ah, jetzt kommt noch mehr Werbung. Geil. Ich finde die Werbung immer noch besser als diese. Als wenn Twitch dann diesen Rahmen reinpackt. Das ist doch. Ey. Was soll denn der Mist? Ah, hier sind wir wieder.
Dark Fantasy Action RPG. Let's check it out.
Arachnophobia, na super. Ja, Dark Fantasy. Fantasies müssen immer irgendeinen Grundspinnen dabei haben. Das sind viele Spinnen. Und eine große Spinne gerade. Wolken 2.
Wish wish lists at the ready because Wilson 2 is coming to early access in
Oder
2027.
Wilson.
Okay, here's a closer look at A Short Quest. It's a nostalgic dungeon crawler built with love by 2 developers. Let's take a look, shall we?
Okay, das sieht jetzt schon spannend aus. Von dem einen Bild. Okay, nice. Zumindest eine Demo würde ich mir davon geben.
Did you stop banging on the bloody gate?
Wrong place, fuckface.
Das sieht nice aus. Du kannst den Hund streicheln. Bestes Spiel überhaupt. Spiel des Jahres. Nice. A Short Quest. Ach, wurde ja vorhin gesagt. Es erinnert mich ein bisschen an das Spiel, was ich schon habe, dieses...
coming soon to PC, and there's a playtest available now if you want to check it out.
We've got a high-octane racing game up
Ja,
next.
join the playtest.
Perfect for a guy who plays a character with such an excellent track record with motor vehicles.
Können wir das noch
Yet they gave
spielen?
Leon a Porsche. Anyway, here's a brand new developer diary for Clutch.
Wie ist das andere Pixel Dungeon Game, was ich neulich erst gespielt habe? Beverly.
Hello, future
Da
games.
ist auch schon 3 Stunden
I'm
Spielzeit
Mike
drin.
Brown, creative director
In
here
Bounty.
at Maverick Games. Clutch is a
Gar nicht
cinematic
schlecht.
open-world driving game where you will take on the roles of Theo and Cass, a pair of sibling racing prodigies who are leading a double life
Racing game.
of pro racing driver by day, underground
Da bin ich wieder
street
raus.
racer by night. Set across the beautiful French Riviera. We wanted to take players to the French Riviera as well as Monaco because it's a beautiful, aspirational location that's also home to some of the world's best driving roads. And it's also a part of the world that's just steeped in car culture as well as motoring and motorsport history. Our story is a grand, action-packed adventure with really high stakes. But ultimately, it's a story about our characters, who are flawed, sometimes infuriating, but always lovable. And it's about how these characters find their place in the world and the importance of family. And the biggest impact of a story like this is the greater context, importance, and meaning it gives to the activities that you'll be taking part in throughout the game. So when you're finishing a race, that's not just ticking off a piece of content. Because of the story, it
Ja,
really
ich bin nicht
matters.
so
In terms of vehicle
Fan
it's
von
my belief that we need an authentic handling model that
Racing
has enough depth
games.
and edge to it, that it will
Und war schon
finish you
Mario
if you drive too hard.
Karre immer
You need
scheiße.
that ability to mess up. Otherwise, it can't feel good
Bin
when you
kein
nail
Fan
it.
von, kann's auch
And
nicht.
in a model like this, it has a really high skill
So
ceiling.
schlecht.
So the more you play, the more you're going to feel your skills getting better and better.
Sonic
That's
Sonic
where
Racing habe ich
the
auch.
real satisfaction lies.
Gas on
And
Free
again,
Weekend.
in Clutch, every car feels weighty,
Da habe ich auch
authentically mechanical, and they each have a
völlig
distinct feel
abgekratzt.
and personality.
Das.
Clutch has a rich and detailed open world where there are new
Und wie
things
hieß
to see
dieses
and discover around every
Indie
bend in the
Game?
road. In our
Kann ich
recreation
hier gar nichts
Monaco,
mit zurecht.
we have at least represented every
Tidal
road that exists
Wash hieß
in
das so?
real-life Monaco. And as you're out exploring these streets, note that the buildings aren't
Ja, Tidal
cookie
Wash.
cutters. We haven't made a lot of presets and then repeated the
Im
buildings
Demo
over
gibt's
and
davon
over.
auch noch, könnt ihr
Every
spielen.
building in
Tidal
Monaco
Wash.
has been uniquely built
Echt
by our
schönes Spiel.
artists. And as you're
Aber ich kann
outside
solche Spiele
this
nicht.
beautiful open world, know that it's a world that's full of challenges and collectibles
Bin ich
to
sehr
reward
schlecht
you
drin.
for all of that exploration. Clutch is coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles, and PC in spring of 2027. You can wishlist right now. And for more information, follow us on all of our social channels or check out the Maverick Games YouTube channel for our podcast. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Clutch is coming to PC and consoles in spring 2027. Ange, what's up next?
Well, let's change the lighting again. Because it's time for another world premiere. And this one is a sequel to an atmospheric puzzle platformer.
World Premiere. Let's go. Ein Koop Metroidvania. Ich habe leider keine Freunde, mit denen ich das spielen könnte. Die Freunde, mit denen ich das spielen könnte, die haben keine Zeit oder keinen Bock. Und für Metroidvania Coop habe ich, glaube ich, auch keinen Bock. Naja, was soll's. Oh nö, ey. Ich hasse, wenn Twitch das tut. Ah, zum
Wave
Glück.
2 Alliance of the Storms is a stunning cooperative Metroidvania launching in 2027.
And now we're taking a look at the latest trailer for Serious Sam Shadowverse, a roguelike shooter set across a multiverse of mayhem.
Ooh.
All ready to gamble with our lives. Let's fight, you big ugly!
Hell yeah!
This is the end for you. I need a vacation.
Ah ja,
Serious Sam Shadowverse is coming to PC and consoles on August 31st,
das ist auch ein Spiel.
2026. That's next week, Ange.
So soon. But you know what else is coming soon? And to us all, eventually. Death. Graveyard Keeper 2 is a cozy cemetery simulator
Oh, nice.
where you manage a medieval business.
Den ersten gab es kostenlos. Habe ich installiert sogar hier. Nicht auf die Festplatte. Bin ich irgendwie nie warm mit geworden. Das ist,
Step 1. Plant your first seeds.
weiß ich nicht. Das ist ein cooles Spiel, aber irgendwie
Step 2. Take care of your
hat es mich nicht
adorable
gekriegt.
animals. They'll pay you back 100-fold. Step 3. Harvest fresh resources from the garden. Organic and locally sourced. Step 4. Send your helpers on a lovely field trip. Look how much they've grown. Meet your charming neighbor.
Does she even know I'm a skull? Oh.
What a chatterbox. And your loyal companion will help you with
Ah, der
every
kommunistische
task.
Esel.
Restore your little town, automate your production, and watch your community
Sozialistischer.
bloom. A peaceful, relaxing life sim.
Another marketing lie? No wonder they're all getting fired.
Have fun.
Mitte, Ende September.
Prime your shovels, folks, because Graveyard Keeper 2 is coming to PC and consoles on September 22, 2026.
Nice auf jeden Fall.
Continuing with games that indulge your morbid desires, Join Us has you building a cult in co-op. Here's the latest trailer.
Habe ich aus irgendeinem Grund gewishlistet, aber
It begins
naja.
innocently enough. Building, harvesting the communal garden, making just one sacrifice. But before you know it, your friends will have you stockpiling firearms, riding farm animals into battle, and praising the ancient ones. If your friends tell you, be cool, man, do not be cool. Be skeptical, be vigilant, be cult-free. Friends don't let friends join cults. Brought to you by Concerned Citizens.
Okay.
Let's join us.
Join Us is coming to PC and consoles in March 2027. What's next,
Das
Angela?
sieht
Got some gun fu for you, Nick. This next game
anders
is a
aus.
kinetic cyberpunk shooter starring a sentient combat implant. Feast your eyes on the latest trailer for Spine.
In this city, you're never really alone. They say the AI keeps you safe. I used to believe that. But I learned better. Tensor calculates, gangs execute. And people like me, we pay the price. Their strongest weapon is called Spine.
Combat mode activated.
Too bad I stole one. They think they've got it all under control. But every system has exceptions.
Du, weiß ich nicht.
I'm one of them.
Cyberpunk bin ich irgendwie interessiert, aber ich weiß nicht, was das... Ich weiß, was das sein soll, aber... Ich glaube, ich weiß, dass es nichts für mich ist. So rum. Ich muss mal diese anderen Cyberpunk Lake Sachen spielen. Da gab es auch noch ein paar, die ich auf der Wunschliste habe. Dieser aus einem Retro-Pixel-Stil. Fällt mir gerade nicht ein. PCs.
The trailer, not Nick's comment, was totally worth a wish list, right?
I'm here all day, guys.
Yes, you are. Anyway, let's shift gears with our first ones to watch deep dive, where we go deep on the game the internet is raving about.
And with that in mind, here's an exclusive interview with Fuse Games about Star Wars Galactic Racer.
Cloudpunk war das, was ich gerade... Replaced gibt es ja auch noch als Cyberpunk-like. Replaced muss ich auch noch spielen, da habe ich meine Demo gespielt. Das muss...
and CEO at Fuse Games, and we're here to talk about Star Wars Galactic Racer, the high-speed run reinvention of racing set in the Star Wars galaxy.
Galactic Racer. Das ist mal ein Racer-Game, was ich spielen würde. Gerade gesagt, dass ich nicht so bei Racer-Spielen bin, aber das hier.
Campaign mode. It's a campaign mode with real consequence, depth and breadth.
And we think that, combined with racing, is a match made in heaven, because racing games thrive on replayability. The more I take the more I can drive and mastery at a second-to-second level.
You're racing with 3 speeders on the track at the same time, cutting each other up, taking different racing lines, using the different features of the vehicles.
Ist schon vorbestellbar für 60 €. Ja, die Racing Games sind leider alle. Ich glaube, da habe ich schon beim Summer Game Fest schon von geredet, mich drüber beschwert. Das Racing Games alle 60, 70 € kosten. Vor allem die dann mit Lizenz hinten dran.
And then our final vehicle is something that's brand new to Star Wars, and it's called the Skim Speeder. We've designed this in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, and this vehicle is more akin to a lower level racing plane.
Acrobatic airplanes that gracefully handle corners until they need to flip up onto a knife edge.
The Skim Speeder is perhaps the most elegant of our vehicles, with its carving, banked turns, as well as its ability to roll up onto a knife edge and pull high G.
Vielleicht gibt's da mal irgendwie ein Frühweekend, wo ich das mal probieren darf.
Is a absolute thrill ride.
Being in your wide and proud profile, gracefully sweeping through the tracks.
Ich weiß nicht warum, aber irgendwie ein Racing Game.
The sound design is fantastic.
Für Vollpreis 60, 70 € ist es mir irgendwie nicht ganz wert. Ich kann auch nicht sagen, warum irgendwie. Ja.
Making a new vehicle in the Star Wars galaxy is an amazing opportunity. So we collaborated deeply with Lucasfilm Games to make something that felt uniquely Star Wars.
All 3 of those speeders have different racing lines, and it's where they intersect that things get interesting. It's where the drama happens.
And then, of course, we've got the pinnacle racing vehicle in
was
Star
was
Wars
anderes.
Galaxy, the pod racer.
We knew we couldn't make a Star Wars racing game without including the iconic pod races.
Sense of speed is a hugely important aspect of the game. And it's something that we poured a lot of love and attention into. When you then step into a pod racer, the speeds are absolutely wild.
The best thing about seeing people pick the controller up is that immediate smile on your face. Wow, this is fast, but this is controllable speed. And when I make a mistake,
so wird aber auch bei mir. Ich sehe es jetzt schon hier im Trend, dass bei mir nie flüssig irgendwo in einem Stream oder in einem Video gezeigt werden. Das ist dann immer.
Xbox Series X and S and PC. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
Das ist dann immer nur Brei im Video.
Now that is pod racing. Thank you to Fuse Games for the inside scoop on Star Wars Galactic Racer, which is coming to PC and consoles on October 6th.
Wäre das eine Spiel, was ich wirklich mal probieren würde.
Here's your first look at an alchemical action-adventure game, and I'm told that what you're about to see is captured entirely
Ja, ich glaube, dass das
and built from
billig genug im Sale ist, wird nicht passieren, aber mal schauen. In 2 Jahren gibt es davon Free Weekend. Dann spiele ich es mal. Was sind diese? Sieht nach Ärger aus. Oh, aber wir haben eine Wumme. Und Bomben. Hinter dir. Alchemia. Okay.
That was Alchemia, House of Wisdom, which you can wishlist now on Steam. It's coming
relativ wenig von gesehen.
Right. This next game sounds like our comeuppance for all the green herbs we've eaten. It's called Trees Hate You.
Trees Hate You habe ich schon gespielt. Das ist das alte Rage-Game. Aber Alchemia, ich werde es mir mal wishlisten. Werde ich mal gucken. Da haben wir irgendwie jetzt noch gar nichts von gesehen. Kein Gameplay, gar nichts. Ich mehr von gesehen. Also für einen Test, für ein Demo war das ja mal lustig, aber Full Game. Das ist dann auch wieder so ein Streamer-Game, was so. Das wird sehr viele Streamer fischen. Hat's ja schon in der Demo. Da werde ich wieder tausende Clips von sehen. Würde sich künstlich aufregen. Mein Test dazu war wahrscheinlich gar nicht so gut. Weil ich mich gar nicht aufgeregt habe.
And just like that, here's another world premiere for a hand-drawn cooperative golfing adventure. Let's take a look.
Golfing Adventure? Das ist wirklich ein Golfing Adventure. Co-op Golf Game. Mit Story. Okay. Interessante Sache mit den Figuren, die dort dreidimensionell vorne im Vordergrund rumhopsen. Bye Bye Bonnie. Stimmt, keine schlechte Idee.
Nice. And we're following that with a new trailer for Arizona Sunshine, a flat-screen remake of the beloved VR zombie shooter.
Bye Bye Bonnie. Ich werde es mir mal durchtesten. Mal schauen. Und geht für auch ein Singleplayer. Will ich ja mal gucken.
Is Arizona Sunshine, a third-person co-op shooter set in the zombie apocalypse. You play as Sonny, an unhinged, foul-mouthed survivor, just seeking connection. Hey, Fred. Shit. In the apocalypse, it's always more fun. An online co-op.
Man kann jetzt Wurst spielen. Und in der München-Skin.
But for this to be a real zombie classic, we had to have split screen.
Och nö, nicht Splitscreen.
And of course,
warum?
you can play as Buddy. Good dog.
Es ist ein Einhornhund.
What the hell have they been doing here? He's dead. You are a little man with no power whatsoever. Arizona sunshine. Wish list now.
Gotta love split screen. Take the scenic route through the apocalypse in Arizona sunshine, which is coming soon to PC.
Or perhaps you'd rather wind down with some virtual manual labor and heavy equipment operation?
Sure, I know someone who could use the wrecking ball practice.
Well, here's an update on Construction Simulator Evolution.
Every place carries a story. But not every story is meant to last. Sometimes progress means letting go.
Simulator.
What once stood comes down. Not out of destruction, but out of choice. Because every new beginning needs space. We tear down to reshape the future.
Construction Simulator Evolution. Gab's da nicht schon was in die Richtung?
Demolition in Construction Simulator Evolution, which is coming soon to PC and
Sicher gab's schon einen Construction Simulator.
Something completely different.
That's right. Our next game is a surreal medieval shooter inspired by the works
Das ist
of
der zweite Teil oder was? Ich sehe hier, es gibt schon einen Construction Simulator für 7,49 gerade im Angebot. Evolution ist jetzt der zweite. Das Update. Habe ich mal beide gewishlistert. Was für ein... Was ist das? Ich bin ein bisschen verwirrt. Was bin ich da sehend? Absurde Fantasy. Okay. Hieronymus. Na, wer's mag.
Survive the Garden of Earthly Delights in Hieronymus, which is coming soon to PC.
Get it on your wish list ASAP, but don't close that tab because it's time for yet another world premiere. It's the next game from a beloved Kyoto indie studio.
Ein Naturfilm. Mit komischen Pilzen. Das ist irgendwie creepy. What the fuck? Monsters 3. Okay, puh. Es ist nicht, es hat nicht den realistischen. Das kennst du von diesen realistischen Spiele-Games. So eine echte Landschaft mit 2D-Objekten drin hat. Pschuh. War nur der Trailer. Ist das ein Tower Defense? Ah ja.
Repel the hand-drawn hordes in Pixel Junk Monsters 3, which is coming soon. Drop it on your wish list now and sign up for the private playtest, which kicks off on September 4th.
Next up,
Ja, muss ich nicht unbedingt.
for Ion 2, an
Nicht bei diesem
Unreal
Spiel.
Engine 5 MMO where the sky is your battlefield.
안녕하세요. 아이온2의 개발을 총괄하고 있는 백승욱 CBO입니다. 완전히 새로운 MMORPG를 만든다기보다 기존 MMORPG 플레이어들이 아쉬워했던 부분을 그동안의 경험과 발전된 기술을 결합하여 해법을 제시하고자 하였습니다. 친구나 지인이 함께 플레이하는 즐거움을 원하는 사람은 결코 사라지지 않을 것이므로 그런 분들의 기대에 부응하는 게임을 계속 만들고 있습니다. 아이온2가 그런 기대를 충족시키는 게임이라고 생각합니다.
아이온2는 자유로운 비행뿐만 아니라 하늘과 땅, 물속까지 눈에 보이는 모든 곳을 직접 가볼 수 있다는 것이 핵심입니다. 단순히 넓기만 한 필드가 아니라 공간의 제약 없이 세계를 직접 탐험하면서 진정한 오픈 월드를 경험할 수 있도록 만들었습니다.
Ich meine, spannend sieht's aus.
안녕하세요. 아이온2 게임 디렉터
diese
김남준입니다. 반갑습니다. 기존 게임들에서 높은 곳은 그저 랜드마크였지만
wieder wenig zu sagen.
그 장소에도 플레이가 가능한 공간이기 때문에 탐험의 재미가 더욱 커졌다고 할 수 있고 전쟁 상황에서 창의적이고 플레이가 발생하는 것을 확인했습니다. 보통 비행을 하게 되면 등속 운동이나 가속 운동을 하게 되는데 이렇게 했을 때 실제로 캐릭터는 빠르게 움직이지만 유저들이 느끼는 속도감은 느껴지지 않게 되는 것 같았습니다. 그래서 비행 중 속도의 차이를 주는 것에 대해 집중했고 활강이나 바람길, 비행 속도를 높여주는 서클 등 다양한 요소를 추가하여 속도감이 느껴질 수 있도록 많은 노력을 기울였습니다. 높은 곳에 올라가 봤을 때 이제 무언가 찾을 수 있도록 탐험적인 요소를 추가했습니다. 무엇보다 그 전쟁 상황에서 주변 시야가 아닌 공중에서 그 주변을 확인할 수 있는 요소가 추가되면서 이를 통해 발생할 수 있는 플레이의 확장성을 열었다라고 생각해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 도전적인 컨텐츠를 원하시는 분들은 높은 난이도의 컨텐츠에 도전하면서 공략과 성장의 성취감을 느낄 수 있고 조금 더 편안한 플레이를 원하시는 분들은 채집이나 몬스터 수집 같은 다양한 컨텐츠를 자신의 속도에 맞춰 즐길 수 있습니다.
안녕하세요. 저는 아이온2에서 아트 디렉터를 맡고 있는 차봉섭입니다. 아트레아에서는 목적지로 향하는 과정 자체가 하나의 경험이 되기를 바랬습니다. 길을 걷다가 문득 시선을 빼앗는 풍경을 만나고 물속으로 들어가 예상하지 못했던 공간을 발견하고 하늘로 날아올랐을 때는 익숙한 세계가 전혀 다른 모습으로 보이는 경험을 주고 싶었습니다. 그렇게 이동하고 탐험하는 과정에서 저곳에는 무엇이 있을까라는 호기심이 자연스럽게 생기는 세계, 그것이 저희가 만들고 싶었던 아트레아입니다.
안녕하세요. 아이온2 풍현섭 기술 디렉터입니다.
Ich bin toll für die Fans.
언리얼 엔진 5의 새로운 렌더링 기술을 활용해 더 많은 오브젝트를 효율적으로 렌더링했고 넓은 월드에서도 자연스러운 그림자를 표현했으며 시간과 환경 변화에 따른 조명도 사실적으로 구현할 수 있었습니다.
아이온2는 솔로 플레이어들이 할 수 있는 컨텐츠와 파티 컨텐츠가 공존하고 있습니다. 그리고 파티 플레이를 하더라도 큰 부담이 없도록 컨텐츠를 디자인했으니 선택에 따라 편안하게 즐겨주시면 좋을 것 같아요. 런칭 이후 플레이어분들의 컨텐츠 진행 속도와 플레이 패턴을 면밀히 살펴보면서 업데이트 시점을 결정해 나갈 계획입니다. 특히 글로벌 서비스는 다양한 지역의 플레이어분들이 함께하는 만큼 실제 플레이 데이터와 피드백을 다각도로 살펴보며 글로벌 환경에 맞춰 가장 잘 맞는 업데이트 계획을 만들어 나가는 것이 중요하다고 생각합니다.
이걸 빨리 글로벌 유저들한테 어서 빨리 보여드리고 싶은 그런 마음, 너무 기쁜 마음으로 기대하고 있어 사실. 지금 바로 스팀 위시리스트에 추가해주세요.
9월 17일과 18일 이틀간 진행되는 런칭 스케일 테스트에도 꼭 함께 해주세요.
10월 5일에 플레이해보세요.
Die haben sich aber Zeit gelassen jetzt.
Your diaries for September when you can finally get your hands on Ion 2. Okay, Ange, let's give the good people another trailer.
You got it. Here's the release date trailer for Star Trek Outposts Unknown, a Starfleet city builder where you chart alien worlds.
Oh, ein Star Trek Game. Gibt es auch irgendwie selten gute von. Zumindest die ich so gesehen habe. So, naja. Da habe ich glaube ich ein, zwei davon mal angetestet. Was ist denn das? Ich meine, das ist bestimmt doch irgendwie dem der Vorlage geschuldet. Das endet dann sehr schnell in Strategie. Du das dann auf großen Maps so hin und her. Es ist so, Ich will mal Survival gehen. Könnte spannend sein. Outposts Unknown. Das ist ein richtiges RPG, ist ein Rollenspiel.
Next up, we've got a brand new trailer for the tactical shooter.
Und das glaube ich nicht so ganz hin.
I think it's about time we find out the release date for this.
Sah jetzt aber auch nicht so cool aus. Und wieder ein Kriegsspiel. Yay. Das Thema hatten wir gestern. Dass mich das komplett kalt lässt. Aber gibt's eine große Community für den Gaming-Markt? Definitiv. Muss auch irgendwie bedient werden. Tja. Bonus. Gibt es auch Leute, die da jetzt aufspringen und sich freuen?
And now it's time to check out The Journey Home, an atmospheric puzzle platformer written by the best-selling author Sophie Lee Robbins.
How I got here, I don't remember.
Kleiner Mensch an einem riesigen Glühwürmchen.
I've spent my whole life gazing up at the stars.
Das sieht nicht schlecht aus.
But I've never seen beauty like this. This place is different. Time has stopped. Or was it ever even moving at all? Everything, all at once, illuminated. There's something here, and it knows me. All of me. Just beyond my reach, there's a face, a voice I know better than my own, pulling at me.
Das ist wieder so eine Sache, wo man teilweise gar nichts versteht. Man so sagt, so, man sich einfach gleiten lassen muss. Man sagt so, was passiert gerade hier? Das kann auch großartig sein. Mit einem geilen Soundtrack. Sieht nach einer tiefen Story aus. Das könnte was. Journey Home. Das könnte was werden. Ist mal gewishlistest. Oh, es gibt schon eine Demo für. Ah, ich mal zur Library hinzugefügt. Vielleicht spielen wir das die nächsten Tage. Das Spiel kenne ich schon. Das ist schon länger auf meiner Wunschliste. Rat mal, was ich mir runtergeladen habe und was wir gleich spielen werden.
To pick your battles. To know exactly what's worth keeping. You learn that not all fights are won with steel.
Ob das was wirklich für mich ist, aber sieht doch sehr wild aus.
Because greed will fill your pack. But only wisdom brings it home.
Das brauche ich mir nicht mehr zu beschlisten. Ist schon drauf.
You balance both worlds. Not to escape your legacy, but to own it. This is who you are.
NICHT 2. Sieht auf jeden Fall mal spannend aus. Ob das was so ist für mich, werden wir nachher herausfinden. Die muss schon installiert. Und ich mich nicht komplett irre.
So, while we go hit the safe room for some green herb smoothies, please welcome Shiori Novella and Vestia Zeta to the Future Game Show. How's it going?
Thank you, Leon and Grace, or Nick and Angela. I'm
Bitte was?
Shiori, and this is... Hi, I'm Zeta. And we're so excited to be here with you guys. Alright, let's get into it. First up is
Sind das
a
VTuber?
first-person survival game where you and your friends command a flying ship across a
Also wirklich.
Super cool.
VTuber, das ist... Verstehe ich hier gar nicht. Damit sind es noch PNG-Tuber, also das ist... Damit ist... Ein PNG-Tuber kennt ihr gar nicht. Das ist ja... Wie kann man denn sowas? Habe ich gar kein Verständnis für. Ja, das Spiel brauche ich mir auch nicht mehr zu beschließen. Da steht auch schon länger drauf. Environment. Oder?
Is coming to consoles in 2027 with a major update coming in September.
Ja, natürlich.
But, what's next? Next is...
Ist leider noch keine Demo für. Leider nicht.
Sage Awakening, a third-person action RPG where you take down beasts from Chinese folklore. Even better, there's even a cute red panda friend.
Das habe ich doch schon irgendwo gesehen. Ich kann das nicht gestern auch schon beim der Opening Night. Und das ist einfach nur, weil es ein chinesisches Souls-like ist. Das kann sein. Oh, mit Im-Game-Shop. Großartig.
Sage Awakening is coming soon to PC and consoles. But you can wishlist it now on Steam. And you could because it looks really cool. It does look really cool. We have one more game to show you before we hand it back to Nick and Angela. Here's a new trailer for The Sinking City 2, a survival horror game set in a creepy Lovecraftian world.
Davon habe ich schon bei anderen Streamern gesehen. Das sah lustig aus. Das gucke ich aber nur bei anderen noch weiter. Das muss ich vielleicht nicht selbst haben. Kann ich vielleicht auslassen.
The Sinking City 2 is out now, and it's coming to Switch 2 in 2027. Enjoy the monsters then. And with that, we're out of here. Thanks for having us, Future Game Show. Thank you for having us. Now back to Nick and Angela. I mean, Leon and Grace. I love you!
Thanks for stopping by.
And as for what's next, we've got our second Ones to Watch deep dive.
Here's an interview with the team behind Tides of Annihilation, a fantasy hack and slash set in a fractured London and inspired by Arthurian legend.
Karten zum Beispiel. Ach nee, das ist die. Die haben da mal so eine Übersicht mit dem Kartenbuch.
Hello,
die Trailer, die sie schon gezeigt haben.
I am the co-CEO of Eclipse Glow Games and the game director of Tides of Annihilation. Tides of Annihilation tells a story.
Das haben wir ganz sicher gestern gesehen.
However, we did not want simply to reproduce the existing mythology of King Arthur in its entirety. We wanted to approach it from the perspective of Chinese developers and transform it into a fantasy game. Although the game is based on Arthurian legend, the entire story has been reinterpreted from our perspective as developers.
Gwendolyn's background is one of the main elements of the game's story, so I can reveal a little about who she is at the beginning of the game. At the start, Gwendolyn is an ordinary person from the modern world, who becomes caught up in the disaster caused by an invasion from another dimension. As a modern person, she's thrown into a hostile and malicious other world. While she's there, she receives encouragement from her companions and gradually grows into a commander capable of leading the knights.
Use it to command your spectral knights.
We wanted to present a point at which the game has settled into a relatively stable rhythm, and the combat systems are being used more fully. As a result, the section being shown takes place around the middle of the game, and features a relatively high level of combat intensity.
Combat is at the heart of the experience, because this is ultimately an action game. We want as many players as possible to experience the enjoyment of action games when they play it. For that reason, we have carefully refined the combat system. This includes the Knight system, which gives players access to a greater variety of character builds. Players can combine these elements to create many different combat styles.
The concept we developed is something I call the dual frontline battle system. This system allows the protagonist to fight alongside the knights she summons, working together with them in battle. I wanted to introduce more companions. so that the player would no longer feel alone and would have the
Das
sense
ist wieder so ein Spiel, was mich eigentlich nicht interessiert, wo dann jetzt wieder 10 Minuten drüber geredet wird. Das ist...
game, so it has two central elements. The first is
Mit der Ion vorhin wurde auch drüber geredet. Das ist bestimmt ein super tolles Spiel und so.
The adventure side of the game also builds on the important feature of the combat system, the knights. During exploration, the knights provide the protagonist with a wide range of abilities and assistance.
Kann ich
The main
gar
purpose
nichts
of exploration is ultimately to support the
mit
combat
anfangen.
experience. At its core, combat remains the game's most distinctive feature. Exploration gives players additional resources, more room for error, and a wider variety of builds to discover and develop. To give an example of how the knights fight, we currently have the main knight, Bedivere. His design is centered on speed and fluid connectivity, allowing players to perform combinations easily and smoothly. He therefore has linked light and heavy attacks.
Finde ich aber grundsätzlich...
Is primarily built around charged attacks.
Finde ich nicht scheiße, dass die
and take advantage of the
auch mal den Entwickler sprechen lassen.
And K, the time knight, needs to deploy time bombs
So,
at
Platz
crucial
findet.
moments. These can interrupt enemy attacks and also temporarily stop time. Each of our knights has therefore been carefully designed.
Ich es gern zu
We want
anderen
each
Spielen
knight to
hätte.
feel different to control and to offer the player a distinct kind of enjoyment.
How is this possible?
This is the first time we're formally introducing the knight Lancelot. He's a very important character within the game's story, and he also has a highly distinctive presence during combat. He can closely follow Gwendolyn's movements and perform coordinated attacks with her, creating the feeling of a sword dance between the two.
With Tides of Annihilation, our hope is that our first project as a studio will be recognized by players within the action game genre. We hope that, in the eyes of players, our finished work will be considered a worthy and accomplished action-adventure game.
Damn sorceresses.
As for when the game will be completed, I think we simply need to continue working harder so that we can finish it and bring it to players as soon as possible.
Thank you all for your interest in Tides of Annihilation. We sincerely hope that players will enjoy the game when it comes to PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. Thank you.
Shout out to Eclipse Glow Games for the insight on Tides of Annihilation, which is coming soon to PC and consoles.
All right, eyes up if you like co-op games, as we have some exciting news to share about the latest entry in the We Were Here series.
Neue We Were Here Teil. Spannend. Auch eine Spielerei, die ich definitiv nie spielen werde. Weil ich meine Freunde behalten will.
Ready up, Captain.
The walkie-talkies are back.
Testing,
And,
testing. Eagle 1 to Eagle 2. Eagle out. Do you see that canister behind you?
Das
Call me big brain.
kannst du mit mir nicht machen.
So all my drawings, they're all black and white, so I could probably only go based off shapes.
Okay, well it looks like a button and it's spiky.
Rätsel.
Sorry, come again.
Coop.
I like this one.
I'll take this one. Oh. Let's see what this does.
Whoa! Get it off of
Da gehen wir uns nach dem dritten.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nach dem dritten Rätsel spätestens. Können wir froh sein, dass wir uns nicht gegenüber sitzen. Dass wir keine LAN-Party machen.
Let's go!
Dass wir nur uns an die Gurgel gehen.
Wait, did we do that?
Fantastic progress, team.
Wie wäre hier ja, da gibt es glaube ich schon 4 oder 5 Teile von. Eins davon ist sogar kostenlos, glaube ich.
And while you're organizing a co-op session, let me pique your interest with another great game. Guns of Eschaton is a Souls-like shooter set in a world imagined by Victor Antonov, the creative mind behind Dishonored's Dunwall and Half-Life 2's City 17. Here's the latest trailer.
This place is an inevitable confluence. It approaches this world. starts with you and ends with you.
Investor Shooter. Okay. Gegen Alien Monster. Fancy Stücken.
You must die for you to survive.
Wishlist it now because Guns of Eschaton is coming to PC and consoles in 2026. Now, what have you got for us, Nick?
Well, I think another spooky mysteries in the cards, quite literally. Hillthorn is a card-based detective game where knowledge equals progression, but don't take my word for it.
Ein Kartenspiel. Oh, sieht gut aus. Das Stil gefällt mir. Mit Kartenspielen bin ich nicht so.
If that trailer made you want to unravel the mystery of Hillthorn, great news.
Was ist passiert?
It's launching in November and a demo is out now on Steam, so you can go check it out after the show. Now you're probably wondering why we're suddenly in a broadcasting studio.
Kind of, but I'm really just digging the jerseys. And if I had to guess though, I'd say it had something to do with our next world premiere.
You're always one step ahead of me. Here's the next game from the team that brought you Journey to the Savage Planet.
World premiere. Das ist ein Sportspiel. Und wahrscheinlich Eishockey.
Now that is a play no one saw coming. Breakaway Hockey League is the first modern hockey game coming to PC in nearly 20 years. It's a fast, skill-based 4x4 hockey game where every player controls a single skater.
Expect non-stop highlight reel plays and no sitting on the bench or in the penalty box. And I am totally keeping this jersey, by the way.
Oh yeah, me too. Anyway, it's coming soon to PC, so slap it on your wish lists and sign up for future playtests.
Now, we need to get changed and make our way out of the studio. So, for this next part, we're going to throw it over to a series of
Sports-T-Shirt für
starting with a world premiere.
Millionen Schauspieler. Ich hoffe, das behalten. Kauft er sich. Ansonsten ist jetzt nicht so, als ob er arm wäre. Nach dem Job, den er Resident Evil Requiem hatte. Er hat, glaube ich, auch schon vorher nie gespielt und schon andere Synchronsprecher Rollen gehabt. Ich kann es sich auch leisten. Ah ja. Ein weiteres Weltkriegsspiel.
Come on, come on.
Was haben wir hier? Einen Polizeisimulator? Einen richtigen.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Tatsache. Diesmal ein vernünftiger oder der letzte Police Simulator. Habe ich ein Let's Play von Bonk gesehen. Okay.
Nick, I just
Gibt's
saw
auch.
this in that green room.
What do you got?
Ist auch ein
Ran out
Spiel.
of coffee, morale is gone, everyone is exhausted, itchy, tasty.
We should probably be worried about that.
Yeah, let's just play it by ear. Camera's still rolling.
Out of Coffee ist nicht gut.
Back, everyone. Here's a new trailer for Resonance, a Plague
Oh,
Tale
nice.
legacy.
Das Spiel muss ich auch noch irgendwann mal spielen. Nicht. Jetzt ist der Police schon vorbei. Kam das nicht letztens raus? Eine Pre-Order. Das kommt bald. Kommt irgendwann in den nächsten Tagen. Ja, wird. Ja. Steht auf meiner To-Liste, wird irgendwann mal.
Resonance, a Plague Tale legacy is out tomorrow, August 27th.
27. August, ja.
Don't miss it.
And speaking of
Haben sie auch gerade gesagt.
we're following that trailer with a closer look at Exterminators.
Ja, morgen will ich
a
das bestimmt nicht spielen.
shooter where you play as a pest control crew.
Exterminators was revealed yesterday, but we've got the inside scoop direct from the developers.
Ich stehe auf dem Work in Progress.
Hey, Future Game Show. I'm Vincent from Behavior Interactive in Montreal, Quebec, and I'm creative director on Exterminators, which is a co-op PvE shooter where you're part of a blue-collar crew whose job is to repair and exterminate. It's fast, relentless action that rewards teamwork, creativity, and skill to get the job done. Thankfully, you have all the weaponized power tools at your disposal on your work shift. This includes not only guns, but a variety of special weapons to deliver crazy elemental damage, and a special power clamp that activates your overdrive system to use in all sorts of utility and combat situations.
Exterminators takes place on planet Tien, where a new miracle energy source was discovered called polymorphic plasma. So it's just one problem: alien pests. This plasma is like honey to them. They'll tear through infrastructure, machinery, and entire facilities to get at it, causing chaos across the planet, and this is your problem to fix.
You might have seen the trailer we released yesterday. We wanted to kick things off by showing the tough, blue-collar style the Exterminators have and focusing on the gear and the tools they use. Even if they have a job to do, we wanted to show off the frenetic action right away, but also the comedic undertone that's always ready to creep up. The game's core loop is a 20 to 40 minute run that begins with players selecting a work order from the job board, gearing up, and punching in. Once deployed to the worksite, the mission is simple: fix, fight, and collect. Players repair damaged infrastructure, exterminate pests, and gather valuable resources while completing contract objectives. Every job culminates in a hectic final stand, holding the line against waves of pests while waiting for extraction.
Nettes Spiel. Wo ich fast interessiert dran bin. Ich finde Survival Games nicht so. Nicht so scheiß drin.
After almost 5 years of working on this game, at this point, I'm just excited for people to discover the experience at large. If you want me to pick one, I'd pick the special weapons. Man, I love our special weapons. Shooting a massive behemoth with a cryoblaster or with a stasis railgun is just one of those satisfying things ever.
Exterminauts is coming to PC and consoles in 2027, and we'll have more to share about the game over the course of 2026. And in the meantime, you can wishlist, pre-order, and check out our social pages.
Könnte Spaß machen, wenn man auf Survival Games steht.
Exterminauts is headed to PC and consoles in 2027, so get it on your wishlist now and keep an eye out on socials for more info.
Now let's take a hard pivot into the world of Mr. Records, a vinyl shop owner with
nice.
a rhythmic imagination.
Den kenne ich doch. Gab es das nicht schon beim Summer Game Fest, aber da gab es irgendwie noch keine Steam-Page für. Sonst habe ich sie irgendwie damals nicht gefunden. Leider auch noch keine Demo für. Sehr schönes Spiel. Habe ich jetzt mal durchgetestet. Das finde ich mal toll. Das werde ich zumindest mal anprobieren, wenn es dann eine Demo von gibt.
The adorable Mr. Records is coming soon to PC and Nintendo Switch too.
Now we're closing in on the end of the show, but don't let that fool you into thinking we're out of surprises.
Nope. In fact, here's a world premiere for an anime-inspired indie game with jaw-dropping pixel art.
Okay, netter Grafikstil. Sehr schöner Grafikstil. Okay.
That was your first look at Last Ditch Effort, which is coming in 2027, but you can wishlist it now on Steam.
And now we've got a gameplay presentation for Into the Wind, a dreamy delivery simulator where you pilot a sentient motorcycle.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Robin from Bloom & Gloom Games, and this is a gameplay sneak peek at Into the Wind. A cozy adventure where you take over your missing uncle's delivery firm and drive, fly and run deliveries together with your trusty sentient motorcycle plane, Hermes. Let's get started.
Into the Wind hieß das, oder? Das sieht...
We are saving up for some engine upgrades for Hermes for a race in a few days. So let's go down to town and see if we can find some packages to deliver. Different types of cargo affect driving and flying in different ways, and more challenging deliveries means more pay for your efforts. Today we're looking for something
Playtest.
This red sign means they're looking for some delivery help.
Ich habe mal für ein Playtest angefragt.
Looks dangerous. Too lively. Some heavy ones. They'll bring in a good deal of money, but
Vielleicht darf ich noch diese Woche irgendwann.
So let's pick a good route and stick to the roads. As with cargo, there are different kinds of jobs that come with different challenges. The job we picked up is a standard delivery to Falco Homestead, meaning we can take our time. We could also stop in the villages we pass through to pick up new jobs or browse the shops for new parts or customizables. Currently, we're fully loaded, so we'll just refuel before we continue. Pirates ahead. With our current load, we would have a hard time fighting back or flee without damaging our cargo. Better to pick a way around instead. And here we are. Let's just pick up the right thing and head inside. After delivering our heaviest package, we're now light enough to fly. Launch pads are not necessary to take off, but they sure help.
Nice.
Let's go back to those pirates and chase them off for an extra reward. Flying offers a great deal of freedom and potential for aerial acrobatics, and we will use what we can to get behind the pirate airplanes for a better shot. Our weapon today is the machine gun, so we have to get up close in tight dogfights to get in a fast burst. Pirates come in packs, and we need to take them down one at a time, while the rest are bombarding us from several directions. If we take down the leader, the whole bunch will flee, presumably back to the hotel bar, where we could visit them later if we want. Phew, finally got rid of them. But pirates are not all you have to watch out for in Santa Rosa. Occasional landslides, the weather, and not least of all, local traffic. As the day is coming to an end, we head back home for some upgrades and rest.
Es erinnert mich ein bisschen an... Gott, wie hieß denn das Spiel? Hier ist so mal ein Postboten spielt, der... Deliver at all costs hieß das ja, Deliver.
And come join our Discord to follow Into the Wind's development up close.
Geh weg, Twitch. Staubsaugerroboter.
Into the Wind is coming soon to PC, but you can sign up for the playtest now and join the official Discord to chart its development.
Okay, what's next? You guessed it. World premiere.
World premiere. Here's a brand new entry in a beloved series of strategy games.
Strategiespiele, verdammt.
Legends speak of a world once whole, before the shattering plunged it into darkness, and of a crown of creation guarding the memory of all things. Wielding shards of great legacy, the lost lands could rise once more, to be explored, to be claimed. But deep beneath the forest boughs, the greed has learned to rule.
Okay. Schlecht sieht's nicht aus.
Reclaim the land in Kingdom 3, Rising Realms, which is coming soon to PC and consoles.
And continuing the fantasy theme, this next game has you catering for weary heroes in a cozy tavern.
Ooh, I've got a great recipe actually. You take a red herb, mix it with a green herb, add a little seltzer water, and it fixes everything. Hangovers, chainsaw wounds, Trust me, it's awesome.
Let's hope this place can do better than Raccoon City hospitality.
Oui. Hauspause Simulator. Living Simulation. Oh, ein Mimikkeitshaustier.
That was your first look at Dungeons and Dragons Long Rest Tavern, which is coming to PC in early 2027.
All right, time for our final ones to watch deep dive of the Gamescom show.
Now this time we're focusing on No Law, a cyber grunge revenge thriller from the team that brought you The Descent.
In fact, here's Neon Giant themselves to tell you all about it.
Nee, ist ein anderes Spiel. Anderes Spiel namens Long Rest. Das Spiel hat noch keine Demo.
Director here at Neon Giant working on No Law. No Law is a cyberpunk immersive sim. By that we mean it's a game where player agency
sieht aber gut aus.
at the game's
Habe ich mir mal gewishlistest.
The player is free to play and explore the city of Port Desire however he pleases.
We provide you a toolbox. We provide you with abilities and actual tools to use. And instead of building a problem, a puzzle, if you will, where we design a solution for playstyle A or playstyle B, we just lay it all out for you in a more loose manner, and we just say, you go have fun, and we will just try and build a world and systems that will just handle whatever you're attempting to do.
Nobody sees him go in.
So in our recent trailer that we showcased at ONL, we wanted to showcase how the player can approach playing the game in various different ways. It doesn't matter if you want to play the game balls to the wall, guns blazing, or shotgun to the face, or tinker more with explosives.
Man komplett auf Sendungs
Any of
geht.
those things are viable ways.
Von wegen, du kannst alles machen.
It's a narrative-driven game, but we also make the game to narratively to how you are playing.
Sorry.
So Port Desire
Meine
is
Chaosallergie.
perfect for our kind of game, humor, attitude, spectacle, in the sense that there literally is no governing set of laws. There are rules, there are consequences
TDM in mir.
right into our gameplay.
Die Spieler können alles machen, was sie wollen.
There will be follow-ups,
Hilfe.
there will be consequences, which is very exciting for us.
Not only did we want to create a city that felt grounded, it also needed to be the kind of place where an adventure and a game like this can take place.
We've chosen to build a smaller city, but just make sure that it's super interesting and super rewarding to explore.
This is the kind of game where you go into an apartment and you try to find the clues. You go like, what happened here? We don't want the world to feel overwhelming. We want it to feel big, but we are much more interested in making something that feels layered and dense, where the player on the way to that apartment is like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna investigate this missing person. And you go like, ooh, wait, there is something around the corner. I can see that there's a door ajar in this apartment building, and there's like a dead body in there, but I can't get in. How do I get in? We want that kind of distraction where as you're moving...
Aber das ist die Beschreibung von dem Open World Game,
If you see
das sie gerade macht.
you can probably get up there.
And again, we're not telling you
Kannst dorthin, du kannst
how or
dorthin.
where to go, but we want you to kind of choose your own approach, choose your own playstyle, and choose how to get there.
Guns are big and heavy. If they jam, it's a kind of gun that you can hit someone over the head with, right? Like, we want that feeling in everything we do in the game. No matter if it's, the chunky computers to the, the weapons to the mechs, all throughout the game, we wanted to have that grounded physical feel.
And a mantra we had from day one was, if 100 people play this game, there should be 100 different user stories. We really want this to be your story. We don't want to force you into telling you, and this is how Gardner solved all the problems. It's much cooler if you tell us, how did you do it? So every single NPC in the entire game can be killed. Not saying you should, but death is always permanent. So if you kill a shop owner, that shop is pretty much effed and has to close down because there's no staff around.
If you take out every single weapon vendor in the city, you no longer have a way to buy guns.
This can definitely put you in certain predicaments.
Das ist aber spannend. Das ist ein spannendes Konzept.
So we have put one safeguard in place is that if you kill some of the absolutely most major characters, the game will tell you, like, just so you know,
das gefällt mir irgendwie.
You're free to continue your adventure, but this character won't be able to help you. Are you sure you want to carry on? And that's just our way of saying, it's your
einzigen Supermarkt, in dem Dorf zerstörst, hast du eventuell, und das nächste Mal ins Dorf kommst, das Dorf zugrunde gerichtet. Ach, no, da ist das.
Thank you to the folks at Neon Giant for that window into the world of no law. Wishlist it now because it's coming to PC and consoles in 2027.
And let's keep things moving with an action game set in the Warhammer universe.
Here's the latest trailer for Age of Sigmar Deathmaster,
So, meine Wishlist noch nicht groß genug
where you
wäre.
play as a sneaky little Skaven.
Finnick escapes cage. Smell your fear. Noises in the corners. Finnick kill slays. Finnick ascends. Needs checking. Yes, yes. Everything. I hear something. Yes, yes. It was here. Head high now! Keep saying that. What's that sound? Finnick will be the Death Master.
Warhammer Deathmaster.
Rise through the ranks of the Ratman
Ja,
in
Warhammer war
Warhammer
ich
Age of Sigmar
irgendwie
Deathmaster,
auch noch
which
nicht
is coming to
drin.
PC and consoles in 2027.
Schon ein paar Mal gefährlich dran vorbeigeschrammt.
All you horror fans out there, this next game is no joke.
That's right, Ritual Tides is set on a remote British island full of Lovecraftian creatures, and the team at Vertpaint have put together one hell of a trailer. You ready for the grand finale, Edge?
Ooh, whatever it takes. Count me in.
Where am I?
Well, you didn't die. How very interesting. Please, come. Join us.
Oh.
Das sieht ja schrecklich aus.
Thanks, Walter.
We have a lot to discuss.
AI. Spinnviech. Ihr Tentakelviech. Das mache ich nicht. Schlemmviech. Fleischbergviech. Ritual Tiles. Vielleicht was für Modi.
As well as your nightmares, Ritual Tides is coming to PC and consoles, and you can wishlist it now.
The great work continues with new hands.
Ange, what's going on? I thought this was the end of our show.
What is this place? Looks like an abandoned toy factory. Oh, they're building something big out there.
Oh, whatever it is, I think we're trapped. Listen, so while you guys watch our final trailer, let's me and you look for some animal medallions, chest plugs, precinct keys, I don't know.
Oh, a crank. There's always a crank.
Always thinking. Enjoy.
Eine Spielzeugfabrik. Five Nights at Freddy's. Das nächste. Escape from Playtime. Okay, werde ich ganz bestimmt nicht spielen. Da habe ich zu viel Schiss vor.
Poppy Playtime universe from a new perspective in Escape from
Poppy Playtime.
A co-op survival horror game
Ja,
where you
nee.
play as a crew of misfit toys.
Poppy Playtime.
Button and tell your friends, because Escape from Playtime is coming soon.
Ist gar nicht mein Horror.
But with that, we've
So,
officially
ich spiele lieber
reached
Resident
the end of the
Evil.
Gamescom showcase.
Mission accomplished.
Resident Evil ist mein Ding.
But guys, really, don't go
Und Planet
anywhere.
Nightmares.
FGS Live from Gamescom is airing right after this, with even more exclusive trailers and premieres that you don't want to miss.
And the fun continues on August 30th for the
Jetzt
FGS
lass mal.
Best of Gamescom, where our editorial team is taking you onto the show floor for a debrief of the biggest news from the event.
And in the meantime,
Ja,
remember to
du,
head over
Best
to
of
the
Gamescom
official
könnte ich mir
Future
noch
Game
mal.
Show Steam page to wishlist everything you
Wann
saw
ist
from
das?
today's
Sonntag,
show.
glaube ich.
And you can also check out
Kann man sich
gamesradar.com
noch
for
mal
all the
angucken.
follow-up intel. I'm Nick Apostolidis.
And I'm Angela Santalbano.
And this has been the Future Game Show at Gamescom 2026. Look at that. Yeah.
Könnte man sich nochmal angucken am Sonntag, oder? Ja, mal schauen. Ja, jetzt geht gleich die nächste Show los.
Peggy 18.
Ein bisschen was. Ein paar tolle Sachen gab es ja hier. Ich habe mir ein bisschen was gewischtlistet. Ein weiteres D&D-Game. Mal schauen, was das wird. Ja. Vielleicht auch eher nichts. Lass mal gucken. Police Simulator. Der sah ja zumindest im Trailer ganz gut aus. Könnte was werden. House of Wisdom. Da gab es ja irgendwie nur 2, 3 Bilder. Irgendwie, da gab es ja nur eine Cutscene, die gezeigt wurde. Da gab es relativ wenig. Das werde ich mal verfolgen. Das sah ganz spannend aus. Wenn es da tolles Gameplay zu gibt, bin ich interessiert. Bye Bye Bonnie. Das war dieses Golfspiel, wo man hier in 3D mit Figuren auf den Dingern. Nicht uninteressant. Mr. Records, da bin ich sehr gespannt drauf. Da muss ich mal eine Demo mindestens spielen, wenn es rauskommt. No Longer haben wir jetzt eine große Präsi gesehen. Da, ja, mal schauen. Ja, Walking Dead. Slashing Game. Weiß ich nicht. Das sieht interessant aus. Everwind. Das habe ich schon länger. Interessiert dran. Ja, das, was die meisten, was das größte Publikum wahrscheinlich kriegen wird, ist hier wahrscheinlich hier Star Wars Galactic Racer. Das ist wahrscheinlich so die große Ankündigung. Aber die wäre hier Tomorrow auch gut. Nichts für mich eher so, aber Graveyard, also ja, ein paar tolle Sachen gab es hier. Journey Home, ja, das werde ich mir. Da will ich meine Demo spielen. Da bin ich gespannt. Resonanz. Es gab schon ein paar tolle Sachen hier. Into the Wind. Playtest ist angefragt. Ich hoffe, ich darf da mal. Bald. Construction Simulator auch immer schön. Also war jetzt nicht so, obwohl die Opening Net war jetzt auch nicht so, aber da jetzt auch Foundation hatte ich auch ein paar hier bei den World Premiers, hat auch ein paar Kracher mit dabei. Quake 2, ja, Multiplayer, Metroidvania. Nicht schlecht, nicht schlecht. Keine miese Show. Ja, ich würde mal sagen, ich mache mal eine kurze Pause. Ich muss mir mal einen Kaffee holen. Und ja, dann sehen wir es gleich zu Demos wieder. Ich habe ein paar Demos runtergeladen, die ich gleich mal mit euch anspielen will. Short Quest. Ah, das war das war dieses Retro-Stil. Dings, da bin ich auch gespannt. Ja. Machen wir mal eine Kurzpause. Dann gibt's Demos. Bis gleich.